Good day everyone! We are here today to present you our final project in ITE-12.
And I am Michis Mateo.
And I am Annabella J. Pisibuala.
I am Josephine Martinez.
And we are the Miss Marias.
Good day, everyone. Our group decided to choose Basic Bank Management and Basic Student Database Management System. So for the Student Database Management System, implemented in C is a software application designed to manage student-related information. It helps in organizing and handling data associated with students, such as their names, IDs, and grades. So for its functionalities, add student, delete a student, update a student information, display student database, save database, load database, and exit. So it uses C language constructs like arrays, loops, functions, and file handling for managing student records and database operation. Offers a simple command line interface with a menu-driven system for user interaction. So next is the basic bank management. So for the basic bank management, a basic bank management system implemented in C is a software application that emulates fundamental banking operations. It allows users to perform various tasks related to managing accounts, transactions, and basic banking functionalities. So for its functionalities, account creation, deposit withdrawal, balance inquiry, and it also includes functionalities to save and load account data from a file for persistent storage. Uses C programming language constructs like arrays, file, I/O operations, and functions to manage bank accounts and related operations. Presents a simple text-based user interface using menu-driven approach for user interaction.
Okay. So for a basic student database management system, this code is implemented in C. This allows users to perform various operations like adding, deleting, updating, displaying students' information, and saving or loading the database to or from a text file. And here's how it works. For arrays declarations, arrays are used to store student names, IDs, and their grades. So student names here, max students, max name length. It stores the names of the students. Students' IDs, max students, max ID length. It stores the IDs of the students. Student grades, max students stores grades of the students. And now students keep track of the number of students currently stored in the database. So for display menu functions, this shows the options available to the user. For add student, this function adds a new student to the database, which takes input for name, ID, and the grade of the student and stores them in the respective race. For delete student function, it deletes a student based on their ID, which finds the index of the student by ID and shifts the elements to overwrite the deleted student's information. For the update student function, it updates a student's grade based on their ID. Display student function displays the complete student database with their names, IDs, and their grades. For save to file function or save database to file function, it saves the current student database to a file named student underscore database dot text. For load from file function or load database from file student database, it will load the student database from the student underscore database dot text file. So for the main loop function, this main function contains a loop where the user can select options from the menu. Based on the selected option, it executes the corresponding function, add, delete, update, display, save, load, or exit. So the main function contains a loop that displays a menu-driven interface for users. It reads the user's choice and executes the corresponding operation by calling the relevant functions such as add student, delete student, update student, display students, and so on. If an invalid choice is entered, it displays an error message and prompts the user to enter a valid choice. The loop continues until the user chooses the exit option or choice 7. The main loop in the main function continually displays the menu, accepts user input, and performs operations based on the selected choice until the user decides to exit by choosing the exit option.
So if we try to run this, as you can see on the screen, there are many choices you have to choose. And if we want to add student, let's just put choice 1. And then enter student name, let's say Annabelle. And then enter student ID, which is 09875, for example. And then enter student grade, let's say 90. It will added successfully. And if you want to add new student again, let's just put choice number 1. Enter another student name, let's say Bell. Okay. And then put another student ID name from Bell, let's say 12345, and enter her student grade, which is 99, and it will add it successfully to the previous one. And so if you want to display students database, let's just put choice number 4, and then it will display the student's database. And if you want to delete a student information, let's just put choice number 2 and student ID to be deleted as well as her information. And if we want to update a student information, let's just put choice number 3 and then enter her student ID to update, which is just say from Annabelle 09875. Enter her new grade to be updated, let's say 97, and it will update it successfully. And if we want to display it, just enter choice number 4. And if we want this to save database to the file, let's just put choice number 5 and choice 6 for database loaded from file successfully. And if you want to exit the program, let's just put choice number 7 and it will exit the program. And that's all for student database management.
So for the basic bank management, we use three libraries, the stdi.h for the input and output of the function, stdi live for the memory allocation and other utility purpose or functions, then stdi.h for the string manipulation of the functions. The following constant that we use here are the max accounts and the file name. In max accounts, this is to set the maximum number of accounts the program can handle, and the file name, it defines the name of the file used to store the account information. And also here, the struct account or the structure definitions are act number of type int to store the account number, act holder of type char, array to store the account holder's name in a maximum of 50 characters, then the balance of type in a float to store the account balance. Here we can see the following functions that we use as here. So the first function is the save to file function, which writes the account's data to file accounts.txt. Also, it opens the accounts.txt in write mode and checks for the errors in opening the file. Here, it is responsible in writing the account's detail like account number, holder name, and balance for each account to the file in a specific format. It also closes the file after writing the data. The second function that we use here is the load from file. The load from file function reads the account's data from the file accounts.txt. For the following functions, allow me to run the code in order to show you how it works. For the remaining functions, we can see here the bank management system, which displays the create account, deposit, withdraw, check, balance, display account, save to file, and exit for the last one. So for example, we are going to create our account. We will choose, enter our choice of one based on the menu. Then we will put our account number 0900 and the account name holder. For this, it will be needed to enter an initial balance that we are going to deposit, for example, 200 pesos. And then after we put the information that we needed, that the code needed, it will display account created successfully. And for the second one, if we are going to deposit, we will enter the choice of 2 for deposit, and we will put our account number that we created previously, which is 0900, and then we will enter the amount to deposit, which is 100 pesos. And here, it will display deposit successful, and our new balance is 300 pesos. So the new balance is the sum of the initial balance and the amount that we deposit earlier. So here, if we are going to withdraw, we're gonna choose 3 for withdraw, and we will enter the account number, which is 0900, and enter the amount to withdraw. Example, we're going to withdraw 100 pesos. So the withdrawal is successful, and our new balance will be 200 pesos. 200 pesos because 300 minus 100 is 200 pesos. And then if we are going to uh, add another account or add another user, so we're going to enter one for another to create another account. Then account number will be 8888, and then the account holder name, and then the initial balance, which is 750 pesos. And then the account will be created successfully. And if we are going to check the accounts that already created, so we're gonna enter we're gonna choose 5 to display the accounts. So here you can see there's a lot of accounts because as we tested this code previously, I tested it with different names. So here, we will focus on the last two, which is the Brian and Ella, which will display the account number, account holder, then the balance. So, and if we are going to save the file, we are going to press 6 to save our file. And then if we're going to exit, of course, we're going to choose 7 based on the menu. After that, so the process will return 0, and we will press any key to continue. So as what I've shown previously and as I run the code, here are the explanation for the following functions. So the create account, so it creates a new account by taking the input for contact account number, holder name, and the initial balance. The display account, for it displays all the stored account details, and the deposit funds, which allows depositing funds to an existing account, and withdraw funds, which allows withdrawing funds from an existing accounts. Then check balance, if you are going to display the check and check the balance of your account. So for the functions like create account, deposit funds, and withdrawal funds, It performs specific banking operation and interact with the user to manage the accounts accordingly. For the main functions here, which are the load from file, yes, here the load from file. So to load this, the function of this is to load the existing account data from the file, and it starts at the start of the program. So it enters a loop to display the menu interface, prompting the user to choose option until the user selects the exit or the choice 7. And then based on the user's choice or calls corresponding functions to create accounts, deposits, withdraw funds, check balance, and display accounts, save data file, or exit the program. That's all for this basic bank management system. Thank you. For the basic bank management system in C is a program designed to manage essential banking operations. It typically includes functionalities such as account creation, balance inquiry, deposit, withdrawal, and account statement generation. The system is built on fundamental principles of C programming, employing data structures like structures or arrays to store customer information and transaction details. It provides a user-friendly interface for customers and ensures the secure and efficient handling of basic banking tasks. And for the student database system in C is a software solution for organizing and managing student-related information. It encompasses features like student registration, grade recording, and result review valve. Implemented in C programming, the system uses data structures to store student details, academic records, and relevant information. It offers functionalities for adding new students, updating records, and generating reports. The user interface facilitates easy interaction, making it a practical tool for educational institutions to maintain accurate and accessible student data. And that's all. Thank you for listening and good job.
I am Michis Mateo.
And I am Annabella J. Pisibuala.
I am Josephine Martinez.
And we are the Tres Marias.